We're going to talk about our first aid and emergency equipment that we have. Christy is a doctor of physical therapy.
Yes, I'm a physical therapist.
Who has her doctorate. She's like really smart. I am a former wilderness first responder, which is kind of like an EMT of the woods. There is some background that we have, but I think you should take this as just like entertainment purposes only. You know, if you do want to take the wilderness first responder course, it's really exceptional.
Everybody should take CPR first aid though.
Welcome to Sailing Zoe. We are a family of 4 who bought a salvage catamaran sailboat. We are on a mission to fix it up and sail the world. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, or join our Patreon group, and welcome aboard. There's what I've seen is really 3 different versions of what we're going to use for first aid. There is the we're going out for a hike. There is the at-home medicine cabinet, and then there's the emergency bag we have to grab because there's an immediate life-threatening injury that might take some more complicated equipment. We'll have international health insurance, which we're still learning about that process, but
The Winds just did an episode on it if you want to watch that.
Oh, there we go. Let me put a link to their video. This is what we as new people feel like we need and want. Christy, I think, feels like I maybe went a little bit overboard.
It's okay. Better.
Better to have more.
Feel safe.
Yeah. So let's give you a quick show of the 3 different versions. This is my hiking, what we take with us on a hiking trip. Whistle. Yep. But beyond the whistle is going to be key for signaling that you need help because you're going to lose your voice if you're yelling, if you're dehydrated. There's a backup compass. And then inside it is matches. There's actually a little mirror in here for signaling, which to be honest with you, I don't think that's going to do you any good. But then there are matches here. And then I've got my little strike pad inside of here. So that's the strike pad.
We have this old tin of like Swedish sun balm.
Yeah, it's mountaineering sun protection. And so with this, it's really small, but you can take it with you. Tape. Tape's going to be essential for like covering up hot spots on your foot, blisters, if you've got to pop and drain a blister and then cover it up. Normally you don't want to pop a blister, but if you have to hike, then you have to pop it and drain it and then cover it up. So tape's essential.
What?
Duct tape's fine too.
Clean tape's better.
The compass with the string. The string is critical because you need a backup. I know it's going to sound really weird. You need a backup shoestring. Because if you think about it and you're like 8 miles out and you break a shoestring, could be a very serious problem to get you back before a storm, before nightfall, that type of thing. So yeah. Compass with a string for a backup shoestring, much more important than you might realize.
Flashlight.
Just a little flashlight. Multi-purpose tool, honestly, all you really need is a knife, to pop the blister, cut a shirt or something to make some sort of sling or tourniquet or something like that. Chapstick actually works for 2 things. One, obviously for your lips, but also it'll burn well. So if you are having a hard time lighting a fire, you can rub the chapstick on the wood. This is actually a water filtration system. You fill this thing up with water, and then you squeeze it and then into your water bottle, and it filters and filters the water so you don't get sick. You can also totally use an iodine tablet. Iodine tablet's totally fine. I happen to own one of these things. It's not any better or worse than iodine. Oh, and there was one other thing here.
Oh, I
that was with
that.
it too.
Sorry.
Is just a little foil blanket, and that gets me to the piece of you have to stay warm and you have to stay hydrated. Everything else you're gonna mostly be able to survive 24, 48 hours if you don't have enough food, broken bone, but as long as you don't have massive internal bleeding or external bleeding, as long as you stay warm and hydrated, you can survive for 2-3 days by the time somebody comes and rescues you. And then the compass, the tape, all that stuff, the shoestring, that's to get you back. The water and blanket is to keep you alive while you're out there. Super easy, super light, throw it in the day pack, and take it with you.
Next.
Medicine cabinet stuff. This is stuff that doesn't need to be immediately accessed for life-threatening emergencies. Let's start with Band-Aids. and we'll work our way up. We have little kids, so fun little Band-Aids are kind of nice. They are great for just anything to make you feel better. A little bit more Band-Aids. We just picked up another pack.
Just a bunch of variety.
Yep, a little bit larger on the Band-Aids. Band-Aid that can be used well in water. Then we're moving up into the category of kind of more gauze pads. So if you need to have something a little bit larger than a Band-Aid. So this is a 5x9. I have a whole bunch of these. It was like buy one. Yeah, buy one for $10 or a pack of like 30 for 12. Gauze roll, it is sanitary or sterile because of the way it's been packaged. Well, the key is if it's individually packaged, it's going to be sterile versus, I guess Band-Aids are individually packaged, so they are sterile as well. This is super absorbent right on the wound, or you can put one of these down and then wrap it, and that puts additional pressure. Again, yeah, you can go over that in your first aid class that you're going to take. Do you want to explain what Xanoform is and why you would use Xanoform?
It's Xenoform.
Xenoform, sorry.
Helps wounds heal quicker. Like you want to keep wounds moisturized.
Okay.
Not too moist where they won't heal. It's like a balance, but this helps maintain the moisture. This is not advice.
Oh, this is entertainment purposes only. The other one is tape to go around. Now, you've got this, just a small version of athletic tape, but I really like...
Coban?
Yeah, I really like this tape. If you just type in veterinarian tape, this is stuff that's designed to wrap and stick around horses with hair.
The human version is called Coban. It's just a self-adhesive tape, so it just sticks to itself. It doesn't stick to you.
We have a variety of motion sickness medicine. Dramamine for kids. We've got, this is...
Dimenhydrogenate, different drug type.
Meclizine. We have the patches.
Scarpolamine, maybe? It's the anti-nausea patches that you put behind your ear.
Ondansetron, which is a prescription-based.
We have some Dramamine for adults too.
All right, we'll go with some of this kind of skin care, Vaseline, Aquaphor, and then this is a prescription for Fitz's eczema.
When sand gets in kids, especially swimsuits, if you put Vaseline on their skin, it just creates that barrier so the skin doesn't get irritated. We'll
move into cut treatment with Neosporin, lidocaine, which is really actually more of a painkiller. What? Oh no, we need Monistat. Bring it over here. This is not just for yeast infections. It's not just for yeast, it's like beer. It's not just for breakfast. Let's talk about the Monistat. So this is
what are we doing?
Generic version, which most people think of this as yeast infections, but what it is it's fungus treatments. Yeah. And so athlete's foot, really anything that is fungus, any fungal infection,
which we're just going to live in a moist.
Vaginal, or what do you call it, foot? Podiatry. Vaginal or podiatral?
No, that's not true. That's not good. That's not right.
Or any sort of fungus infection.
Which in a tropical environment, there's gonna be more fungus. Yes.
Lidocaine is a topical painkiller, and you can use this on dental. I don't think this is the one that is specific for dental. Hydrocortisone, basically anti-itch cream.
Just a big vapor rub for kids.
And I think a lot of this stuff is like whatever's in your medicine cabinet. You know, what's the stuff that you use? And so these are the things that we use. Moleskin is just like an extra layer of skin that goes over blisters, typically on your foot when you've been hiking. Preparation H, again, use what you need. Every once in a while, you know?
These are just cold packs and icy hot.
More than anything, I got these for our emergency take with us pack. And again, it was like, get 6 for the same price of 1. So we got a pack of 6. Icy hot, again, this is your medicine cabinet stuff. Like, this isn't life-threatening. You have to have icy hot, but it actually also kind of can be. Tragedies happen in a series of things that go wrong. If you're tired and you're sore and it's dark and you're a little seasick and there's a storm, then all those things build up to a tragic event. And if you can take out one of those factors, not be sore, not be seasick, you can a lot of times break the chain that leads to a tragic event. Just back to more skin stuff, Gold Bond, keep the parts you want dry. Kinesio tape. Christy's a physical therapist, so she really knows how to use kinesio tape. In case you lose a filling, you can put a little temporary filling in for any dental emergencies until you get to a dentist. Eyes stuff. We got some leftover pink eye medication. There's like different schools of thought on expired medication. I'd rather have it than not have it. And so this is old pink eye medication. Visine, probably, again, not a life-threatening sort of thing, but it's going to make you feel comfortable. Just some saline solution. We'll also have a little bottle of saline solution, like a contact solution, just to squirt out anything in the eyes. Allergy eye drops. Just a nice little thing to...
guys.
Different allergy medications, kind of using what works best for you and your family. These are the different things that we've used over the last few years, especially having kids. Just some cough drops. I think those are just nice to have. We also will be bringing, so this is emergency. So if somebody's been feeling sick on the boat, and we will also have vitamins that we carry on the boat for the kids and us.
Ibuprofen, Tylenol.
Yeah, pain management. We'll go over more extreme pain management when we get to the emergency box here in a bit.
Fitz, like we said, has a peanut allergy, so this is one of his many EpiPens.
Speaking of which, if you have a kid that is allergic, Sailing Nahoa had a pretty powerful video in regards to their child had an anaphylactic reaction.
They had to use an EpiPen, so we can link that video too.
And then if we're out for a hike, if we're out for a day, this always gouse with us.
Lice treatment. Dun, 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 dun.
Again, not a life-saving thing, but it's something that, we've been watching different YouTube channels of families that have had a hard time finding lice treatment. $15 and you've got your lice treatment. I won't have to worry about that. Just a little vial for eardrops. So you can buy eardrops or you can make your own. And then just other like gastrointestinal stuff, which actually I would say you want to take a little more serious than it might sound because of all the different foods you're going to be eating, all the different places, and your water and all that. So Gas-X, pretty self-explanatory. Tums, or this is the generic version of Tums. Pepto-Bismol, stool softener. So this is prescription strength anti-diarrhea. So if you are going, and which is a serious issue as far as dehydration. And then this one is worms. Dogs get worms. Well, people can get worms as well.
We don't buy a lot of meat or eat a lot of meat, but Clip definitely loves to eat from a good food stand, street food, and so if it's not fully cooked.
Just your own prescription medications and stuff that you might take with you. Take your medicine, open it up, stuff it with cotton balls, so as it's jiggling around all the time, it doesn't like break up. Keeps the pills as pills and not as powder. I do keep with my medicine just another little light source. Yeah, in case we lose power, I need to access medication, I can pop a light stick and find what I need to find. Now we're getting into some of the stuff that I'm excited about.